Hello people, it's Landon here, and it's now finally April of 2025, gone through the winter, and so it's time for me to do my summertime travels. In the past though, I've had issues where I've driven to city centers because I like populated places, but there's no parking, or, you kind of get to a certain spot, but then you want to explore someplace else. I'm like, it would be nice if I had something foldable that I can sort of get around in, that I can keep in the car, and then fold it out and start traveling in. So that's where I got the idea of getting myself an electric bike, because the prices have come way, way down. I ended up buying one electric bike, but it was way too big. Even though it was foldable, it wasn't going to fit in my car. It maybe would fit in the back, but I need to sleep back there. So I needed something even smaller. So ended up with this thing, and I've been pleasantly surprised. Let's go over the quick details that I get constantly asked when I'm riding this thing. So number one, how much money was it? It was a purchase online, shipping, plus I got like a bike lock and some bungee cords and a water bottle. All together, taxes in, it was $550. And that's actually not bad considering what you get, because people also ask me, how fast does it go? This thing's pretty freakishly fast. It's got 3 power assists. I always say assists, even though we'll get to that. Basically 3 power levels. So the first power level, you're going to do 17, 18 kilometers per hour. The next power level, you're going to reach about 24 kilometers per hour. And then the top speed is around 30 kilometers per hour. Now, if you're going downhill, you can get up to 36. That's as fast as I've gone with this thing. It's a little bit interesting because it is a pedal assist bicycle, meaning that if you do pedal it, it will give you assistance. I will say the gearing ratio, it's not a gear, it's a chain, I guess, but the ratio is kind of low. So when you're pedaling at a comfortable level and you're getting the power assist, you're only doing maybe like 12, 13 kilometers per hour. It's not very fast, and the pedals are going pretty quick. So it kind of looks like a little like circus bike, I guess you could say. But then when you give it throttle, it just takes off. It is absolutely awesome in that regard. It folds up really nicely, fits in, I can sort of put down the seat of my car, like the front passenger seat, and it just sits in there really nice. I'll probably have to like tie it up so that way it doesn't fly all over the place if I take a hard turn. But very compact. The battery that this one came with, it's an 8 amp hour battery. And so the bigger the amp hours, the longer it lasts. This one being only 8, I'm only getting about 17 kilometers on a charge. And it takes 5 hours for this thing to charge. That's not the greatest range. If I was in a smaller city, say like Saskatoon or Regina or something like that, that would be okay. But I'm currently in Winnipeg, and this can basically get downtown from where I am, and then on my way back, it will die. Now keep in mind that 17 kilometers with a lot of throttle at the 3rd power. I bet you if you did a lot more, just like power level 1, or did more of the pedal assist at the low speed, you would get a lot more out of it. But worst case scenario, and it's been 0 degrees outside, you're looking at about 17 kilometers. What I really like is all the extra stuff that this bike comes with. So like I said, the battery comes out, so you can charge it either with the battery in the bike, or you can just take it upstairs or whatever and plug it in someplace else. It's also nice too, because then you can park it, and if it's cold outside and you don't want your battery to get cold, you can take it in with you. It's just a nice feature to have. The battery does have a lock to it, so you can lock it in place, then that way no one can pull it out. There is a separate key for the ignition. Well, it's not really an ignition, it's just kind of like the on. So you just plug it up here. What a struggle. I guess I could get up, but I'm lazy. The headlight is meh. It's okay. I mean, it's there, gives you visibility. I think the headlight could be more encompassing of like the area that you're seeing when you're riding at night. But there is a tail light, and what I also really like is that there's indicator bulbs. So you can turn on a signal light, which is awesome. Both sides. The only downside is that with the signal lights, because it doesn't give you an audible chime, like it would be nice if it was like beep, 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 or something like that while it's signaling, you can unfortunately forget that they're on. It's kind of not labeled that great. I don't know. It just kind of blends in, especially at night. There is a horn. It's pretty loud. The horn faces backwards though. So the horn is actually in the headlight. And so the audible part is back here. It's kind of odd because you push it, but you're like alerting people behind you. So that's kind of a design issue. The other thing that I really enjoy is that there is a phone holder that it came with. So you can put your phone in there, you can turn on GPS, and it has a USB attachment. So that way you can charge your phone while you're riding it. There's front shocks, there's a mid shock. There is space to put like a water bottle here, although you have to use a very small water bottle to fit in there. But that works regardless. And then this is like padded. It's got like a little seat to it. I would not have anybody sit here, but you can put, with some bungee cords or so forth, you can strap things here. So if you need to carry something, it works out okay. And then my U-lock that I have right here, I find that if I actually put it here, that's where it fits really well. You just put a bungee cord on it. And you definitely want a U-lock for this thing, because for $550, you don't want it stolen. I will say with the shocks, though, it is extremely comfortable. As little as this bike is, it's actually a very nice ride. It rides even better than the bigger bike that I originally got. I will say the seat, though, it needs improvement. The main issue is the front. The front seat just doesn't narrow enough for my legs. In the future, it'd be nice to have something different to replace that with. But otherwise, yeah, it rides great. It goes fairly quick. I just wish the battery would last a little bit longer. You can maybe find a battery with more amps to it, like amp hours. The mud guards work really good. I think it's just because they got these little extra little wings to them. It just keeps it that much cleaner when you're going through puddles and dirt and so forth. And also when you're folding it, there is foldable pedals as well. So that's kind of nice. The pedals, I feel they're just not wide enough, I guess. I feel like they need to be like a little bit wider. I guess maybe this is designed for like a little kid or something. My legs hurt. Ouch. Ooh. This is what happens when you get old. I just started to do a squat here because I was feeling uncomfortable. I'm going to give you guys a bit of a look around of how it folds up now. So be prepared for excitement. Let's take a look here. So first part, well, I guess we should turn it off. And then there's like a little thing right here. You just undo. That flips down like that. And then this, undo that. That shoves downward there. And then this part, you can't really see on that side, but you just turn over here. There we go. God, this thing is complicated. Then you lift up over here, and then it turns this way. Make sure the pedal isn't in the way. There we go. And that's it. That's how it folds up there. So yeah, that is the bike. We'll see how long it lasts. There are a few things that are a little bit annoying with it. One is that when you turn it on, it's going to give you a display. I'll give you guys kind of a look here. But it's got like a 5-bar battery meter, and it's not great. It's basically, how do I explain this? It's almost like an old-fashioned fuel economy meter. Like the bars will go down as you're accelerating, and then they'll kind of regenerate, go back up as you let off on the accelerator. But what you can do is you can push the M button, and it shows like the trip, It shows the kilometers that have like the total odometer. And then the next one is the battery. And this is the important thing. The battery, when it's fully charged, is 53.3 volts. As you use it, like, you know, give it throttle, it'll like go down to like 48 volts, right? But as it continues going down, I find that once it hits about 42 volts with like throttle, it's getting close to the end of the battery. And when it gets to like 41 point something, then that's it. The battery dies and there's no way of turning it back on. Like your taillights, headlight does not work. You would think that, you know, if you can pedal it, get it to sort of have the voltage go back up, you can get it to work again, it will not. So that's what you kind of need to look for, is that you actually need to pay attention to your volts amount to determine how much battery you actually have left, as opposed to those bars, because they're just not very accurate. I thought there was like something else. I'll probably think of it. Oh my goodness. The comfort is pretty good. I find the seat height is fine. The handlebars, I wish they could raise up a little bit more. I'm 175 centimeters tall, 5'9", pretty average. If you're a tall person, this is probably going to seem even more awkward for you. So yeah, that is the bike that I have now. I feel like there's something else that I'm leaving out, but I can't think of it right now. So if it comes up, I'll just mention it in the comments or the description. If you guys have any questions, definitely ask, and I will be completely open with you. And yeah, so we'll talk to you guys later, and you take care. Bye. So I just remembered what it is that I forgot to tell you guys about. How much this thing weighs. That's the most important thing when it comes to a portable bicycle. So gratuitous shirtless shot. Here we go. I got just a normal scale here, so we're going to find out how much I weigh today. 136.6 pounds. And so we're going to try it with the bike, with all my gear. And we're at, I'm still thinking 194.2. So I can't do math in my mind, whatever that works out to be. But yeah, like with the water bottle, bags, the lock, and I don't have my cell phone on it. I don't think it's gonna have that much, but there you go.